Okay, so today's lecture is about simple past versus present perfect. So first of all, I'm going to go through this and I'm going to review both tenses. So when we are talking about the simple past, we're talking about what we call in English the second form of the verb. So let's say, for example, I have walk, and then we have walked, right? So this is the second form and it's referred to as the simple past. Yeah. One more example could be an irregular one. For example, teach, like what I'm doing now, and it's going to be taught. I have added a link down there for some very fun lesson. This is literally my favorite teacher of all time. So he's rapping these irregular verb forms, and it would be a very useful way for you to remember this. So just play the song when you're driving to work, and you'll go like dee da da. Did, done, begin, begun, begun, and it's pretty fun, so go ahead and watch it. Okay, so this is the second form of the verb, and we use it when we have a specific time. So for example, when I say I walked, I need to add here a specific time for my action. So I can say yesterday, 2 days ago. Don't worry about my terrible writing. I was supposed to become a doctor, but I ended up being a teacher. So I am going to add a screenshot with a very, very clear thing with a computer needs. So don't worry about it. Now let's review the present perfect together. So the present perfect, even though it's called present perfect, rarely refers to the present. Yeah? So how do we form it? We have or has, right? Plus past participle, or we call it verb 3. So it's the third form of the verb. And when do we use it? Now, this is very important. Now, the first thing is when we have a past, but we don't know exactly when, right? So, I've been to France, 3 times, let's say, even. Now, this is my timeline, this is the present, and this is my past. So I did this somewhere in the past, but I don't know exactly when, okay? So that's the first way we use the present. Or the second use of the present perfect is when we have something that started in the past, but continues until the present, okay? So I've worked as a teacher for 10 years. I started this job 10 years ago, but I'm still doing it. Okay, so here we have the present, and I started here at some point, and of course I continue to do this. So this is the second. The third use of present perfect is with words like ever, never, yet, since, already, and just, yeah? So I have already seen that movie. Very simple. So I see these words, present perfect, okay? The fourth one is a little bit more confusing, but it's very easy to understand. It is when I see a result of a past action. So let's say I wake up in the morning and I see that the street is wet. I understand that not long ago it has rained, okay? So it has rained because I see the result. Or I meet my friend and I see that my friend has a cast. Oh, and I understand that he or she has broken her arm, okay? So this is a past that is very close to our present, and we see the result. One question I get very often is, teacher, I was watching this movie and the character said, I just ate, or whatever example. And my answer to that is this. When you speak your native language, do you always speak grammatically correct? Probably not. So it's the same for English. So daily language, they don't really respect grammatical rules. So present perfect is very important when it comes to exams. Also, British people are more likely to use it. Americans, less likely, almost not really. So if you see that, it's okay, there's no problem. I have attached also a link to a very nice practice. I personally use it a lot with my students.
Okay, so to recap, we use the present perfect in the following 4 cases. 1, when an action happened in indefinite time in the past, so non-specific time. 2, when the action started in the past and continues to the present. 3, when we can see the result of that action. So it has rained, okay? So I see that it's wet. And the last one is with yet, already, since, never, ever, and so on.
Now here, we are going to decide whether we're going to use the present perfect or the simple past. And please, every time, just try to take a guess and compare your answers to mine all the time, okay? So here, the first one, my great-great-great-grandfather. Okay, that is someone that probably died a long time ago. 5 sisters. Okay, so this person is not alive, so I'm gonna use the simple past for sure. Okay, so my great-grandfather had, sorry, this is not clear enough. Let's have it a bit bigger, format. So here, had 5 sisters, okay? Now, he lived in Manila for a year when he was a student. Okay, so here, apparently, I have a specific time, right? When he was a student, this is a specific time in the past, so he's not a student anymore. So I'm going to say he, yes, lived in Manila for a year when he was a student. Okay, the next one. Oh no, my wallet. So now I realized, and this is the result of something that happened in the past, but not so far in the past, right? The recent past. So, yeah, exactly. You guessed it right. I've lost my wallet. Yes, now the next one. The next one is a bit tricky and we haven't spoken about it. So, Julie today. Now, this question is interesting because today is a time that is not finished, right? So here, today is not finished. So I'm going to say, have you seen Julie today? At the weekend, they did a football, then to a restaurant. So they played football, exactly, and they went to a restaurant. I see that you have learned your past forms. Very good job. Now the next one is 6 books this week. Again, we have this week, this month, today. This is unfinished time. So I'm going to say, yes, exactly, I have read. Be careful when it comes to the pronunciation of read. So yeah, we're right. Read read, read. That's how we spell it, but we say read, read, read. Okay? Okay. Well, I think I have covered most of the examples in this case, so please go ahead, finish the other exercises, other sentences, and if you have any questions about them, just leave me a comment and I'll be very happy to answer it. Thank you for watching this and take care.